When did you start making art? Then the next one is what inspired you to get started?
When I was 14 years old, my mom showed me a documentary about the Harlem Renaissance. It was called "I'll Make Me a World." And she recorded it for me, and I would watch this thing over and over again. Up until that point, I had never seen artists that looked like me. So I was like super excited to see young musicians, young artists, young poets collaborating, and it's kind of planted a seed in me to want to like dabble in that. I saw how cool they were and how collaborative they were, and I wanted to start creating.
So would you say it was more of like the attitude of the artist versus like they made art look interesting to you?
Yeah, art life looked amazing to me, you know? That's why that's my mantra, you know? I live art life, you know what I'm saying? Because it was about the experience of being an artist.
Can you tell us about art life, your mantra, art life?
For me, the world is a canvas, you know? I didn't go to art school, so I don't know what not to do. I always tell people, they never told me what I can't do, so I try everything, you know what I mean? I try to live without walls, you know? That's my motto, you know? Art life is about living without walls.
Life and death birthed in the power of a tongue. Slice through air like rhythm. This sound is swallowing the forest around me. Lost myself in a beat. Found my heart in his mouth. Pulsation of vibrations singing. There is a universe within your mouth. Oceans, where our microphones are made of fins. Our scales become sound waves, limbs of the brave. Nested across the stages, feasting upon opportunity. Have we not come to heal the people? Have we not arisen to feed the people? I pray they find Jesus weaved within the bread of my breath. We multiply loaves and fish with just our pens. Oh, master of ceremony, how there is resurrection in your presence. You don't just rhyme, you regulate. How God spoke this world into existence within days. Death and life from our mouths vibrate. We lose ourselves in rivers of vinyl. The scratch of a record. Found my feet when I discovered my knees. Oh, how listeners lose control of their own limbs. Oh, how we quickly...
Hey, Celeste.
All right, so I've got this one going here. So this is just a basic basket weave, but what I'm doing is I like the dimensionality.
Yeah, I
so
love the textures of this piece.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, I love it.
We can pull whatever attracts you. You can like pull, like this one right now is calling me, so I can actually pull it before I set it.
Yeah.
So we can add dimensionality like that.
For sure.
And then we're just doing an in and out, but I really am going by just what I feel. So if you want to double up and go in and out, you can do anything you want and feel that.
This thing is going to be so incredible. I can't wait to see it on the wall.
Oh, me too. And I can't wait to see the other side. It's almost like a surprise.
Yep.
So there's the energy of you working on the art, creating it, turning it into something. I love the words ex nihilo. I just learned. So out of nothing comes this beautiful artwork. Yes. And then taking that and cutting it into strips. That was the most exhilarating experience I've ever had.
Yes.
And then recreating it where it's still your work, though.
Yeah.
It's still all of your work.
I always talk about living without walls, right? And not knowing the rules of art, quote unquote rules of art, where you just experiment with anything, you know? And I love that. I love that how you incorporate the denim in the piece. And it just feels like a true collaboration. That's
It
what I.
really
It's just
does.
amazing. I can't wait.
I love that
I can't
too.
wait to do more.
I appreciate you giving me the freedom of doing
100%.
this because it's it really is. It feels so free to be able to.
Yeah, that's what I wanted because I'm a big fan. So.
As am I. So it's incredible to be able to look at the details is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I like the way, it feels to me also like our times. You know how art just really represents the times that we're living in?
For sure.
I mean, there's so much tension in here.
Yeah.
There's so much disconnection. There's so much connection.
Yep.
Like the interweaving, and then some
100%.
of these where you just feel so disconnected sometimes.
Yeah.
I thought it would be kind of neat on these ones that I'm pooling like this to actually put like something.
Maybe we can put some
in
of
it.
this in there.
Oh, let's
Right?
try cutting it and seeing
Yeah,
if it
that's
will.
what I was thinking.
It will tear. See if you could tear that. Oh yeah. And you can tear it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can add some of this in there. Maybe cut like a little piece of it. Just like weaving it in.
Ooh yeah. Oh. I like.
Right?
You can pull more out if you want.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is gonna be epic. Come on now.
Yes.
Come on
Great
now.
idea.
Right?
We could even do some like
Yes.
this.
I love that.
That looks like. Oh my gosh! Loving it even more. And you could just pull these things.
This whole process is blowing my mind. Like, seriously, like,
Isn't it fantastic?
yeah, it's like inspiring me to do some more with my tapestries because, I'm obsessed with the tapestry series now. And
Yeah, I know. I
this
love
kind of takes
your
it to the
tapestry
next level for me.
series.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Can you do that with this one?
Huh?
That's amazing. Can you do that with this
Yeah,
one?
you just. I gotta take it out.
Yeah.
But you can just. So we're almost making yarn out of it. This is so
Yes.
and we could even double up
Yep.
if we wanted. I'm so happy we're using this.
I know. This is what I love. Experimentation.
Right? I know, me too. And then the things we could achieve with that.
Come
We could
on.
even do some going this way.
Bring it up. Love it.
I love it.
This is awesome.
So this is something I just learned about you recently. You originally were like a wordsmith. In this question, what we want to focus on is, what do the words mean in your artwork?
Words have power, man. And in college, I studied journalism. So I understood the power of words. For me, growing up in the Bronx, New York, I would see street art all over me. Graffiti everywhere. And it's always had this negative connotation, right? And I kind of, in my mind, want to flip that, So I use words of inspiration in graffiti style, So dream, peace, love, evolve, words that I think about when I see kids walking down the street and they're walking past graffiti. I want them to see inspirational words when they look at my work.
I think it's really cool too because it's so abstracted that's almost encrypted.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work there, but you kind of lead the audience in.
Yeah, I sort of want the piece to evolve over time, right? I want you to be able to see it and discover new things whenever you look at the piece, right? So you may see a word that you didn't see the first time you saw the piece, right? And I always think about my art as like a graffiti wall, right? Like a canvas. I try to recreate a wall that I would see in the city where you'd have urban decay, you'd have old graffiti covered by new graffiti, torn posters, and that's all those textures and layers. And I try to create that in my work.
really dope to me that Lance, who when I met him was already, well into his craft, living in New York at the time, and traveling all over the country and beyond, experiencing art, doing art, teaching art, to have somebody with his abilities, his experience, and his drive, which is second to none as an artist, as far as I can tell. And LOMAX, I mean, what else do you want me to say about Mark Lomax? Nobody in Columbus should be able to book Mark Lomax. Pandemic or no pandemic, right? Like, he should be more than you can pay. He should be way too busy. Like, you shouldn't even be able to call Mark up on the phone. And yet, he always makes time. It's because we all believe in the same things. We believe in that community. We believe in that craft. We believe in elevating that. And we are all about the business of providing a world-class artistic experience walking in the door. We are committed to that.
Hey, brother, what's up?
Listen, man, you cannot come in here with the what's up, okay? We need to have a conversation about...
What happened?
We need to talk about my Spotify, dog. So, I got the spot list. I bought this little Spotify player.
I dig it.
For your show.
All right.
Right? So that we could play music during your show.
Got it.
And then your show ended, and then the end of the year happened. And everybody at the end of the year is sharing their Spotify list. Like, oh, here's the most stuff I listened to all year. Right, the rap. That's what it is, right? The Spotify rap. Man, I pulled my Spotify up, man. They're like, you love A Tribe Called Quest every day.
Yo, who doesn't love A Tribe Called Quest?
I love A Tribe Called Quest, but I haven't listened to A Tribe Called Quest in like 3 months.
Oh, man.
But Spotify think they live in my house now. I'm just saying. They're like, oh, you love this 2 songs by John Coltrane to death. I'm like, what happened to all my Prince?
Oh, man.
Like,
you knocked Prince right out?
Listen, I added your playlist to my phone, and next thing I know, Prince don't exist no more.
Damn,
Sade gone. Right, my little classical music gone. They're like, you don't listen to nothing. I love
all of that. I love Sade. I love Prince. I love all of that. I can't believe it. I should have put that on my playlist.
Not according to Spotify. Right?
Hey, so I wanted to stop by because I wanted to ask you if you would be down to do In Search of the City, that amazing poem we did with Mark. Spoke to him. He's super down, so just wanted to ask you if you would be down because I think it would be perfect for the show.
All property is a facade. Everybody keeps talking about architecture like it means buildings, like it don't also mean what ain't there no more. All property is a facade, and you can't build a city with the bricks of shame, cannot lead with the politics of guilt. As if we are not voting for your humanity, as if we are not pretending that a city can have a living, breathing moment. It is your civic duty to pretend you care. And I, too, want to see the difference between freedom and liberty someday. Every time I have ever flipped a lever, I was hoping to be fed, even when I knew I was running on a wheel in a cage, whose floor was covered in the shavings of safety and nightclub whittling. You could fight me with your love, and I might let you win. But you don't know anything about pulling punches. You only know swing, and I only know how to tell you that you're telegraphing your punches.
My work represents the amazing diversity of cities, and that's always been my inspiration. Diversity is such an amazing gift that we have. Sometimes people fight against it because of ignorance, because of fear, but to me, I celebrate it 100% because that's the only way you can grow is through diversity. Diversity of thoughts, diversity of ideas, and for me, when I create a piece, I want it to be universal because I want to talk to people of all ages. I want to talk to people of all races. I want to talk to people of all religious ideologies. And I just want people to take something from the work that I create and create a dialogue. I'm communicating with them through my canvases, through the words that I use, through the colors that I use. I'm going to say it right now. We're here, you know. Diversity is the future of this country. And it's a beautiful thing.